Hey guys, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the online class. As you know that today we are here to discuss the grammar part of our grammar book, okay? And we are here with the new chapter that is transitive and intransitive verbs, okay? So last week we have seen about adverbs in which we have seen about degree, negation, interrogative adverb, and we have seen frequency and time also, right? And we are with transitive and intransitive verb. Okay, before starting we'll take a revision of that a sentence can be divided into two parts. Yeah, everyone knows that because in previous class you must have studied about the subject and predicate. Our sentence which is divided into two parts, that is subject and predicate. Okay, if you have any doubt you can go with the class 3 book 3 chapter 10. Okay, if you want to go back and want to check that. Okay, to find the subject of a verb we ask the question who or what, the predicate. Listen one thing, whenever we have to find about the subject of the verb, when we have to find a subject of a verb, what we ask a question, we always ask a question, and that is of who or what. Who or what, the answer to that question tells us who or what the subject is. Okay, who or what, if we are asking a question of who has done this, what has done this, okay, what things, why, when the question comes of who or what, then we are get to know the subject of a verb. Okay, we'll see some of the examples and later on we'll get clear about subject of a verb. Okay, if you want to know about this you have to look at the book 4. You have studied this in earlier class, previous class. Okay, so if you have the book, if you have any kind of doubt, you can go with the class 4 book of chapter 9, and page number is also given here. Okay, you have also been told that we shall use the word subject to refer to the simple subject word or subject words. Yeah, we have also last year you have also learned last year about the subject which refers to the simple subject word and subject words. Okay, what is this, we'll look to the given examples below and we'll get to know. If you have the book of last year, you can just go with that book to make yourself understood. Okay, question number D. The predicate must contain a finite verb. It may consist of a finite verb only. What you know about finite verb? You must know about that finite verb. No? So finite verb is a form of a verb which has a subject. Yeah, as you have seen here in the question number B. Yeah, subject of a verb. We have to find out the subject of the verb. So finite verb is also that it is a form of a verb which has a subject, so it must consist of a finite verb only. Yeah, predicate must contain a finite verb only. Now let's see the example. Boys play, boys are playing football. Okay, now see, subject is boy and the predicate is play. So the predicate must contain a finite verb only. Here play is a finite verb which is a predicate. You understood that? Yeah. Second example also, subject boys and the predicate is are playing, which is also again a finite verb. You know what is finite verb? Finite verb which is a form of verb which has a subject. Here are playing has a subject, that is boys, because it asks a question who or what. Who play? Then boys play. Who are playing and what are playing? Who are playing football? boys are playing football. Okay, when the question comes of who or what, it is a subject of a verb. Okay, and here the verbs are predicate, which is also a finite verb. Okay, and you know that finite verb is a form of verb which has a subject, and here play has a subject, that is boys. Are playing is a finite verb which is also a predicate and has a subject, that is boys. Okay, you got clear with this? The predicate often consists of a finite verb and other words also. Okay, the predicate subject, you know that our sentence always divided into two group, that is the subject and the predicate, right? So the predicate can consist of finite verb and other words also. Now let's move to subjects and verbs. Look at the following examples. Now we'll see the examples and make ourselves understood with these examples. A. Kalyan wrote an essay. Kalyan wrote an essay. B. This old man sells flowers. This old man sells flowers. The terrible flood will destroy all the crop. The terrible flood will destroy all the crop. You have to notice this and you have to find out the predicate. Means predicate not, you have to find out the subject of the verb. You have to find the subject of the verb, and how will form, how we will find? We will find, because subject of a verb, we ask the question who or what. Here you can see subject of a verb always ask the question of who or what. Always questions who or what, and while asking this question who or what, we'll find the subject of a verb. Okay. So here look at the following examples. You have seen Kalyan wrote an essay. This old man sells flour. The terrible flood will destroy all the crop. Now see A, example A, who plus wrote an essay, predicate, that is predicate. Who wrote an essay? So Kalyan. That you know, when the question comes of who or what, it is the subject. So I asked the question who wrote an essay? Kalyan. So means Kalyan is the subject of a verb. Wrote. Wrote is a verb and Kalyan is the subject of that verb. Okay. Second B, who plus sells flour? Answer, this old man. Who sells flour? This old man. Okay. Who sells flour? The question is coming who. Okay. It answers the question who, and the answer is this old man. So this old man is the subject of the verb, is the subject of the verb sells, is the subject of the verb sells. Okay. Now see the question number C, the example C. What plus will destroy all the crop? Now what the question is, the terrible flood will destroy all the crops. What will destroy all the crops? What? The flood. The terrible flood will destroy all the crops. Okay. So flood is the subject of the verb will destroy. The terrible flood is the subject of the verb will destroy. Okay. Now got everyone that when the questions ask about who or what, it means when the answers question who or what and we get the answers, it means that is the subject of a verb. It is very easy to find subject of the verb while asking the question who or what. Okay. If you look at the sentences A, B and C carefully, you will notice that in each of them subject itself did, does or will do something. Yeah. It will means did something, means Kalyan had done something, that was he or she wrote the letter. The old man does something, what he do? He sells the vegetables, or he sells the, what is given here, he sells flour. Okay. And the C, example C, the verb will destroy. What will destroy? Then the flood will destroy all the crops. Understood this? When subject itself had done all the things. Subject itself will do, will did, or means does something. Okay. So the person or things which did, does, or will do something is the subject of the verb. It is also another way to understand how to find the subject of the verb, that is, when a thing or a person did, does, or will do something. If the person has done something, if the person will do something, or if the person is doing something is the subject of the verb. Now look at the same sentences written in different way. Now you have to find, you have to look at the sentences what is written in a very different one, the same sentences. Okay, that was in the active voice, and now this is written in the passive voice. Later we will discuss on active and passive voice. Now we have to see these examples. So the example number D, the essay was written by Kalyan. E, flowers are sold by this old man. All the crop will be destroyed by the terrible flood. Now you can see that the subjects what was in the starting of the sentences, they came after the predicate, after the verb. You can see the same sentences, but they are different, they are written in different way. Again, to find the subject we ask questions. Okay, who or what. We will ask a question who or what, and we'll get to know which one is the subject of a verb. We will get to know that which is subject of the verb. So example number D, what was written by Kalyan? The answer is essay was written. What was written? Essay was written by Kalyan. So essay is the subject of the verb was written. It is easy to understand now. So essay is the subject of the verb was written. What are sold by this old man? What this old man sold? This old man sold flowers. So flower is the subject of the verb are sold. Flowers is the subject of a verb are sold. You must understand this, or if you have any kind of doubt, you can rewind the video and watch it again, because this is the most important things which you have to understand. What plus will be destroyed by the flood? In the question number F, all the crops will be destroyed by the terrible flood. So what will be destroyed? Then all the crops will be destroyed. The crop is the subject of the verb will be destroyed. Okay. Can you tell the difference between sentence A, B, C and sentence D, E, F? Yeah, we can understand that the subject has done all the things. The subject has done all the things. The subject essay did not do anything. The subject flowers does not do anything. The subject crops will do not do anything. The subject do not act, something is done to them, or they are acted upon by somebody or something else. Okay, they acted upon by somebody or something else. Okay, you must therefore remember that just as verb may be used to tell us what some persons or things do, they may also be used to tell us what is done to the some person or thing. Yeah, they may also use to tell us some what is done to someone, persons or thing. Yeah, when we are talking about subject of a verb, they always tells us means what is done to someone or something. A verb is usually used to tell something about someone or persons or things what is done. Okay, so if you want to means understand this things, these points, then again and again you have to go with the videos. Okay, because very simple way to find subject of a verb, that you have to ask a question of who or what. Who wrote an essay? Who sells flower? What will destroy all the crop? These questions, when you will ask this question to a sentence, it will very easy. It will become very easy for you to identify subject of a verb. what was written by Kalyan. An essay was written. Who are selling flowers? What the old man sells. Then the old man sells flowers. What will destroy the terrible flood? The crop will destroy all the flood will destroy all the crops. Okay, when you ask questions of who or what with the with the question or sentence, then you'll get to know about subject of a verb. You may understood this, right? Okay, a verb may not refer to an action. It may simply tells us what a person or thing is. Okay, verb does not refers to an action. Verb never says to an action, means it doesn't refer to an action. It just only tells about a person or thing is, means it tells about what a person or thing is doing. So the question example G, the rose is red. H, London is a big city. Kunal is very lazy. So this is telling about person or thing, what they are doing, how they are. Okay, they usually means they do not refer to an action. They usually tells something about person or a thing. So tomorrow we are going to learn about transitive and intransitive verb, okay, and the direct and indirect object also. Okay, we'll continue this tomorrow, and for today only, this take means lot of time to make you understand about subject and verb. You know about the parts of sentences which divided into two parts, that is subject and predicate, how to find that subject of a verb. That is the most important thing before reading this transitive and intransitive verb. Okay, so we'll continue this tomorrow, and for today please go through the video again and again. You can rewind the video, you can continue this video again and again, and just make yourself understood. Okay, so for today we are just wrapping here. So all the best, have a nice day to all.